so excited to be on my first Disney cruise and happy to be on the dream. My name is Tiffany and I took this trip with my mother. Side note, I am a Disney travel agent, so if you ever need me to book something, let me know. Because I'm a Disney travel agent, I was definitely able to get a significant discount on this particular cruise. So the cruise that we went to was the Disney Dream. It was Halloween on the high seas, so we're almost coming up to that time again, so this video is perfect. It was in September, and the route that we took was from Florida. It was going through the Bahamas. There was some difficulty in weather that affected that, so also be aware of the time that you go. And just to let you know, this video is just the one-day embarkation. Future videos in the series, we're gonna do pirate night, packing for a Disney cruise, meeting the characters, including Princess Tiana, and much, much more. So definitely go ahead and subscribe if you are taking a cruise in the near future or want to take one very soon. Come on. So arriving at the airport, so Disney's going to assign you a check-in window. We must have been a little bit later than that check-in window because when we walked up, there was nobody in line. And so apparently, I'm kind of glad that we missed our little time because it was just easy just to kind of like walk in. So you choose, if you're an early bird, want to get there early, I say go for it. But if not, if you can wait a little bit later, then go for that as well. So we have to show our passport. They confirmed our app and the info. We got our key card, and then the luggage is handed off separately, and the security screening was very, very quick. And then you also take photos in the beginning as well. So the first magic moment is you're being greeted. When you walk onto the ship, they were like the Her family, so that was cool. I don't even think I have my camera out for that scene. And it was cheesy, but it was like super cool. So yeah. So this is, I guess, the port. Yep. We're checking in. As you can see, we're one of the last ones aboard because there's not a lot of people here, which is probably a good thing. So there's security, you check it through there. That was very quick. So yeah. Okay, welcome. I also think because we were later, our stateroom was ready. Now, if you got there earlier, maybe it wasn't, but you can head straight up. If your room is not ready, go to the pool deck. You can also go eat lunch at one of the cabanas or one of the cafes. I think we had like chicken strips and fries for the day. And I think there's also a taco stand as well. So it's a great way to start the vacation, to go ahead and get you some food. And I will also say use this time to walk around the ship because that ship can be so confusing. It's big. So just walk around, get used to where the shops are, where the restaurants are, where the pools are. I think it's a great way. And it's take photos while it's not too crowded. And then once you get into your stateroom, definitely go ahead and, look at your stateroom, see what it all comes with. So perfect opportunity to get orientated, whether your room is ready or not. Okay, we're on the Disney Dream. So we are going to do a room tour. So the closest thing to me is the bathroom. So we're gonna open this door. So they actually have the toilet and the sink in one place. And then if we go over, we'll open up this door. Then you have the sink and tub and shower. So there you go. Okay, moving on, you have some closet space. I'm assuming that ladder is for the twin bed that you can make. This is our bed. Nice size bed in here. You can see that. And then I guess this is to separate it because I want to say that this couch goes out into a let out couch, but I'm not really sure yet. So we shall figure that out. Just a little vanity. I think this is for Castaway Cay when it's time for us to go out. There's our TV. And then this is our balcony. This is not the best view. We are still in the port right now. Let's see if I can figure out how to open it. Maybe not. Maybe we aren't going outside. Or maybe if I slide it. There we go. Somebody's figured it out. Okay, so we have a nice size balcony. And you got a chair right there. Another chair. So I guess we'll probably come out here and do some more balcony shots once we get to Prettier Island. But this is just the port right here. So very quick room tour, but this is, I guess, what you would see from here. So I actually feel like it's a nice size room. I would say, I guess, compared to a lot of cruises. So there you go. Let's talk about the sail away party really quickly. So I bought an outfit for Amazon. It was a cute little outfit. We'll definitely show it. I feel like I had on like a red top with some blue shorts and my little hat, my little glasses, my little gloves. So you don't have to do that, but I feel like it's cute. So the sail away party is on the deck. It's as the ship is departing. The characters come out and perform. There's music, dancing. The whole ship is celebrating. And then that's when it hits. You're like, we're really on this Disney cruise. So my experience was me and my mom were super happy. We kind of sat on the side. I would say get down there early so you can see, because there's going to be a bunch of kids, bunch of people, and we found like a little space to sit down. So it was perfect. So yeah, have fun at the sail away party and wear something Disney theme if you can. Have fun on the sail away party with Mickey, Minnie, and all the other characters. I feel like this is a great way to kind of decide, like, hey, who am I going to want to see on the ship throughout the week? You can see Chippendale is in the background. This was a super, super fun. You got Goofy right there. And so I think I was able to actually take a picture with all the characters from the sail away party. So it's just a fun time to think about that. Also, make sure that you are grabbing something to drink and a snack. I think I had some pizza. So this is a great way to begin our Disney Dream Cruise. Our first dinner, there are 3 different places, but I ate at the Royal Palace. So the same servers are gonna rotate with you, which is cool. You don't have to get used to somebody every single night. I think that's one of the best parts. So on the Disney Dream, there is the Royal Palace, the Enchanted Garden, and the Animator's Palette. And so you get assigned early or late seating. I always go for late seating because I'm just a night owl. So the one thing is, it was just me and my mom, so you have the option to share with somebody else or you don't. So we ended up sharing with another mother and daughter who were older, and then we also had a couple. So I feel like we had great conversations every single night. So I feel like if you want to mix or mingle, then choose that particular option. So I feel like it was fun. We didn't stay in touch after the trip, but I feel like we definitely talked during the trip, so it was great. So the Royal Palace, it's a princess fairy tale theme, has beautiful decor. And they kind of see this in the back rooms. So if you don't like that, maybe you want to be outside, you can let them know. We didn't know. We just was like, okay. And the table location could depend on your party size. Smaller parties probably get set up in less desirable places versus maybe if there's more people in your party. I don't really know, but I'm sure you can always change or ask to be changed while you're on the ship. So the food was like, it was cool. Nothing that super blew me away, but it wasn't disappointing either. And we're paying for the experience, not necessarily gourmet dining. For you, because I'm not doing all that. I said, I'm going to do a little something. It's like once you get on, you get playing with the ship, you're already getting off of it. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Boy, they're going to I used to work with a guy whose son became a doctor, and when I got the kids food. That's fine. This is fine. It's okay. This one is Thank you. It's better for the service. It's okay. Yeah? Thank you. My friends enjoy. Thank you, sir. My I don't even know his name, but my best friend daughter is So now the night is winding down, and we're like, what could we do? So we find out that they are having like a karaoke. And this cruise, I feel like is quieter than most, maybe because it's a lot of kids on there. But we did wander to the back of the area near the District Lounge or the Meridian area. So it's cool to walk in for karaoke. But before you even hit that part, there is a small little place for appetizers. It was like shrimp, pot stickers, and other bites. So a lot of people walk past it because they don't go back there, and nobody actually really talks about it. I think we just kind of stumbled on it. So I feel like it's great because maybe you've already eaten but you're still a little bit hungry. I think it's a great way to be able to eat something and enjoy, like, finding free food. That's a perk for sure. And definitely joining on karaoke. I love a karaoke session. I didn't sign up though. I should have though. But yeah, I think if you're looking for something to do as an adult on the Disney cruise, check out this spot. And it's all in your app. You'll see the schedule of everything. Hey.
This is pretty good. Oh.
Hey now, you're a rock star. You're an all-star. Hey now.
Hello. Cheese.
Where you at? You in Florida?
In Florida, Fort Lauderdale, at the Hyatt Hotel. I enjoyed this hotel. Woohoo!
This is our living room area if you want to relax. We got our table over here, sink and refrigerator, microwave. Always need one of those. So y'all know that sometimes they have microwaves in rooms now, sometimes they don't. We have our double beds right here, TV, and our sink area, closet, and then the bathroom, and then I don't really know what there's a view of. We'll see in the morning time. So this is our pre-cruise prep. I highly recommend that you come in the night before. You don't know about delays with your airport. You don't know about traffic. So definitely come in the day before. So we stayed at a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. I will be linking that video into this video. And it's very important to stay near the port so that you can be stress-free in the morning, okay? So let's move to some of our documents that are needed. Making sure that you carry your passport with you. If you don't have a passport, I believe you can still take your birth certificate and your ID for U.S. citizens. Your cruise documentations and your credit card for like your onboard account, okay? So the Disney Cruise Line app, this is going to be your, I guess, lifeline while you're there. So download it as soon as you book. Not when you get down to the port, like as soon as you know that you're going on this trip. You have to upload your passport, your ID in advance. You have to add all your guests to the reservations. Make sure you're adding your credit card for onboard purchases. Take your security photo through the app. That's very important because it's going to save you so much time while you're checking in. Also, the app also shows you your personal navigator. So this is what your daily schedule is going to be like. I guess you can still get paper forms, but it's all really on the app if you're into technology. It'll show your character's location in real time where they're going to be at. It shows your menus for all the restaurants and how you can book activities and your character meet, okay? So the app messaging hack, okay? So this app is a messaging feature that you can use, and it works without cell signal on the ship. So your Wi-Fi may not be on, you don't have an internet access package, but you still should be able to communicate with who you're with, okay? So it uses the Wi-Fi, the ship's Wi-Fi automatically. You can message anyone in your party who has the app, and even if they're not in your party, because I met a friend, I was actually messaging her on the app. I met her. That's how I met the girl on the. Well, I met her on the cruise, and then I'm like, hey, follow up. Let's use the app. At some point, we might have exchanged WhatsApp number, but that was our primary communication. And most people don't know this, but you have to pay $30 a day just to text the family across the ship. It doesn't make sense, right? It's free, it's reliable, it works everywhere on the ship, but make sure that you set it up before you disembark so it'll already be there. Okay. That was our first full day on the Disney Dream, boarding lunch, sail away, dinner at Royal Palace, and finding a hidden appetizer spot most guests walk right past. This is just video day 1 of the Disney Cruise series. Coming up, we have a pirate night on the Disney Dream, which is actually one of my very favorite nights, and it includes fireworks at sea, so stay tuned. What to pack for a Disney cruise, meeting with the characters, and if you also want to check out my Fort Lauderdale hotel review from the night before this cruise, we'll also link that as well. Have you been on the Disney Dream? Do you have any tips, recommendations? Drop them in the next video. Catch you next time. Peace.